What is going on, guys? Back to 2009 E92 335i, and we're going to be working with the shadow lines today. As you can see, we have those awesome black shadow lines, but they have some imperfections. And by imperfections, I'm talking about that little line which looks like aluminum, and indeed it's aluminum. As you can see, there is still leftover of the paint from that line. Have no idea why it started disintegrating, but we have a streak line at the top. Probably everybody been touching it, and that's why we actually having some spots that there's still paint left over. So the white line very at the top looks pretty good up to me, and I wanted to make it smooth after all because it has this sharp edge. And I'm thinking to use the sandpaper and basically make that pattern throughout the perimeter and make it smooth, shiny. We're gonna add some polish to it. I'm not gonna be doing anything to the paint. I'll try to leave it as is. But after all, I'm gonna be going through the whole line, and I'm gonna show you how we can do that, how we can accomplish the way it's gonna be looking pretty good. In terms of repainting the whole thing, I don't think that's a good idea because we're not gonna match the paint after all. It's definitely not gonna look as the factory look. What you can do is probably try to get them somewhere from the junkyard or so, which is still going to be pretty pricey. My best bet is just to do it as I thinking to do, sand it down and see what's going to happen after all. The paint and that matte black, it's unbelievable. It's super nice color, and you're not going to be able to find the same kind of wrap or so. That's going to be kind of bullshit. In this area, we have a whole bunch of imperfections and the edges are pretty sharp. I wanted to smooth it out, and I'm going to be using the 1500 grip sandpaper with combination of that cheap foamy pad with the Velcro at the back. You can get those guys from the Walmart, AutoZone, or I'll get you the link in the description. But with that, we just got to be really careful, and we wanted to get that only the tip of that edge. Okay, I'll try to make a couple really quick runs. And in terms of removing that paint, gotta be really precise to go in with that 45-degree angle to cut a little bit of the material from the inward, exterior and interior, so inward, outward. And as you can see, it's going pretty good. We need to just smooth it out even more, trying to make it a really smooth pattern. If you get a little bit onto the paint itself, we're gonna polish it, and look at that. It's actually coming out really well. If you want to go just a little bit deeper, and if you're using the same pad, which is the foamy one, really soft one, you can just push it down a little, so it's gonna kind of cover that little round circle. But yeah, look at that. With this one, I'm not gonna be that gentle since I kind of get the feel of it. It can be done much faster. And look at that, it definitely looks 1,000 times better. There's no breakage of the pattern. It's smooth to the touch. It's not gonna get you any discomfort as far as for the quality. I do really like the little touch, little of that line. And you know, everybody trying to get rid of that chrome shadow lines, which is, I agree, they a little bit off the suit, whatever. But this one, the black shadow lines with a little extra touch at the top, with a little silverish look pretty good. Anyway, guys, if you like the video, please put the thumbs up button there. Don't forget to do the other side, because that's what I'm going to be doing right now after all. And yeah, I'll see you in the next one.